justice is the equal treatment and inclusion of all people in the development, implementation, and enforcement of environmental laws. This equality is achieved when everyone is protected from the environment and the health hazards by people being able to participate in the decision-making process of where they choose to live, work, and learn. There are several factors that play an important part to environmental justice, such as race, health, legislation, and makeup of a community. Environmental justice became a major issue in the early 80s when several communities were being faced with legislation that would change the way the people there lived, as well as the potential effects on those people's health. Even today, there are still communities in the United States that do not have access to clean drinking water. Here's an excerpt from an interview with Representative Claiborne from South Carolina talking about the environmental justice issues that he faces today.
There are three communities that I think point out the real contradictions in all of this. One's called Snowden. Snowden is a community right outside of Charleston. It's a community that has about 700 black families living in it. The community is not in my district, but folks came up to see me years ago about Snowden. They couldn't drink the water. They couldn't wash their clothes in the water. They couldn't cook with the water. Now, they wanted clean, safe drinking water in their communities. And they came to me for help. I decided to help. Well, when we started talking about building a water line to Snowden, we got all kinds of feedback from so-called environmentalists. They didn't want us to put the water lines out there, and here's their reason. If you run that water line out there, it won't be long before it'll lead to development, and it won't be long before you have sprawl in the area. Now, nothing could have made me more angry than that argument. First of all, in my investigations, I found out that a community in Mount Pleasant wanted to do a shopping center. So they got water from Charleston to serve this area. To get the water line from Charleston to them, they went through Snowden. The water line goes right through Snowden. Now, nobody said a word. No environmentalist said one word about that water line. So when I got ready to run a water line to Snowden, here they come. So somebody got to explain to me, why is it okay to run a water line through this black community, but it's wrong to run a water line to this black community?
For there to be truly environmental justice, we must all do our part and educate our communities and get involved in the decision-making process.